All right, I'm sitting here with my brother Abdurahman, one of the clients in the Mahdi method. He has gone through the 12-week system. Abdurahman, what actually motivated you to join the Mahdi method in the first place?
Um, One of the biggest things that I wanted to join for was financial success,
Yeah.
getting rid of a lot of self-limiting beliefs,
Uh-huh.
creating a life of purpose. I wasn't really, let's just say, motivated by the marriage side of things, but that was just an extra bonus and a benefit. And I think a lot of the things that I learned in there in terms of self-development will actually benefit you in the marriage side of things eventually.
Yeah, mashallah. A lot of people don't realize, but the best way to get married is just by becoming the best version of yourself, right? So, what was your
100%.
state like before you joined the Mahdi method? Like, what was your mindset?
Yeah, my mindset was filled a lot of self-doubt. I was experiencing with a lot of trauma. Um, my self-image was broken, and because of that, I was kind of just floating about, I would say, in life.
Yeah.
Uh, I wouldn't say right now, I'm a multi-millionaire, but what I can say is I've gotten rid of a lot of those, if not pretty much all of those self-limiting beliefs. I've I've understood a system of how to, build a disciplined life, how to work towards whatever you want to work towards. And right now, I'm just at a stage of just building, basically.
Mashallah.
Uh, and yeah, like I said, I may not be where I want to be financially, but I've got the know-how to get there eventually.
Yeah, mashallah, brother. The first thing you want to do before you get into the riches is just fix the mindset, man. I know it myself too. We all have limiting beliefs. We all have traumas we need to solve. And the best way to do that is with a mentor. What did you try yourself to solve that challenge of these limiting beliefs? Or maybe you weren't even aware of them.
Now, I was aware of them.
Okay.
I've tried. Well, this is a bit embarrassing to say, but I've tried therapy before.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it worked. Didn't really do much for me. Uh, I have consumed a lot of content online
Hmm.
that didn't really work either. So yeah, I was at a state where I was kind of frustrated because I knew I had these problems, these mental problems, and I knew that if I fixed them, I would be in a much better place. But I just didn't know how to do it.
Okay. Before we talk about that, what did you think you needed to do to solve this issue? Like, what did success look like to you before you got into the program?
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
Yeah. What did you think was the solution to this issue?
I didn't know.
Okay.
That's the honest answer.
Gotcha, gotcha. Okay, and how did we help? Like, how did we help you get you that success that you now have?
Yeah, so I obviously got help from Mahdi himself. I had a private call with him where I discussed this thing, and he gave me his opinion. He gave me his story of his life. We kind of had a similar experience in that regard. I also spoke to Dave, who helped me quite a lot, which is the man himself.
Subhanallah.
Alhamdulillah. So he actually explained the YouTube content that I found and actually how to implement it properly because I stumbled on the same style of content, let's just say, but I was a bit clueless with the implementation.
Yeah, yeah, brother. Implementation is the only thing that's gonna get you success, man. About that, what do you
And
think is the next year gonna be looking like to you, brother?
I'm excited, alhamdulillah. Like I said, I've got the know-how. I know how I need to get myself to where I want to be. Right now, it's just a search for a mission, really. I want to build something big, and inshallah become financially free, get married, bismillah, and just live a fruitful life.
Bro. I mean, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for you, man.
And
Awesome.
jazakallah khair.
Why, yeah. So about the Mehdi method, what was your favorite part of the program?
Um, to be honest, it was really. It depends actually, because at the beginning I really loved the beginning ones. Just mindset, how to structure your day,
Habits, routines.
And the thing I really like about it is because there's a lot of people online that give their opinion on morning routines, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But there's not a lot of Muslim people that give their opinion. So to tailor that to being a Muslim is amazing. And obviously you're getting that information from someone who's mashallah done well for himself. I really enjoyed like the charisma stuff, the modules about like the mindset, dealing with women in terms of mindset, the differences. Because for me, like I never grew up with any sisters, and I don't talk to girls, in a haram way. So that all of that was just kind of like calculus 2 and calculus 3 in my head.
Yeah. You save yourself a lot of time with those, brother. Trust me.
Yeah.
Those modules are very powerful, man. Yeah. Awesome, brother. Okay, so what did you think personally about the daily accountability and the community?
Yeah, it's a game changer. I don't think this program would have been what it is without the community. I feel like the community is kind of what makes the program what it is, and I feel that what makes it even more like beneficial is the constant access you have to Mahdi, to you. That for me is where the value really is, because I was imagining myself like, what would this experience would have been like had I just had the course material without the whole community, without access to you guys. It would have been a completely different experience, and I don't think I would have benefited from it as much as I did. I probably would have benefited like 15%, the amount that I did. So I think the real value lies in the community.
Yeah.
And people asking questions that you may never have thought of, or asking questions that you had in your mind, and just having a personal access to you two is amazing.
Yeah. No, I mean, you're an action taker, brother. You were in the community on a daily basis, always showing up in the coaching calls, just really extracting the value out of the program, as you should. Because especially if you have a community, wow, you can learn so much, not only from the coaches, but also from the people asking the coaches and just the people in general, right? Always connecting, this is good stuff. If, for example, somebody watches and is going into the Mahdi method himself, what would be like one tactical advice you would give to him?
I would say know why you're joining in the first place,
Mhm.
because if you join aimlessly, I don't think you'll get much value out of it, because the value comes from asking questions that relate to your life. And if you don't know what you want to do with your life, then you're not going to have any questions to ask, and therefore you're not going to get any value out of it.
Wow, fantastic, brother. Yeah, clarity is key. And what would something be that they don't, what they shouldn't do? So what should they avoid?
Oh man, I had a fear of basically signing up for this program and not getting my money's worth through basically slacking. That was a big fear of mine. That was a big driver for me taking action. So the last thing I wanted to do was join and then miss out on the opportunity just because I was lazy, or because I thought I knew it all. Because I'm gonna be honest, there are some things that Mehdi talked about in the content that I'd heard before and I'd implemented before, and I could have easily gone into the mindset of whatever, I've already heard this, blah blah blah, next video. But actually, taking action on every single thing that he says is your main driver for success. And if you don't do that, you're just gonna waste your money and time, and you're gonna waste a spot that someone else could have had.
Mashallah. Yeah, we have a video on the program. It's called Action Only, because, just sitting there and just listening is not going to do anything for you. Even just doing something for a couple of days is not going to do anything for you. You want to make it a consistent thing, right? And what would you say was one of the hardest things in the programs for you? Because obviously you've been through some mental breakthroughs, like mindset shifts, right? Which is not easy. A lot of people want that.
The hardest thing in the program. Difficult as in
challenging, like overcoming a challenge.
I would probably say the trauma thing.
Yeah.
That was very tough. It required a lot of difficult conversations with other people, with myself. But honestly, when you go over that, it's just, there is nothing nicer in the world. It feels so good.
Yes. Love it, brother. Thank you for being honest there. Yeah. this is the beautiful thing about masculine energy, right? If you do something so scary and you get the benefit out of it, it's like you're on cloud nine. Fantastic, brother. And what would you say was one of the biggest roadblocks for you to joining such a program earlier? Because if I'm not mistaken, this was one of the first mentorships you've done, no?
Yeah, this is the first one. I don't know. I've never considered it. To be honest, with this one, I saw the ad, and as soon as I saw the ad, I was like, I'm joining. And I remember joining the call with you beforehand, and you're going through the course. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Just give me the the sign up page.
Yeah.
Subhanallah, I don't know what it is,
Yeah.
but as soon as I saw the ad, I set my mind on joining. I think it's because I think it's the Muslim factor. That's really what drove me in, because there's a sense of relatability. Because with like non-Muslim stuff, they start talking about some like haram stuff that go against and yeah, it's just not good.
Yeah. SubhanAllah. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, you were very quick with signing up, man. You were like, give me it, man. I'm in. MashaAllah, mashallah. Yeah. Now, as you say yourself, we keep everything halal, alhamdulillah. And, we take an Islamic approach to all things in life, right? Whether it be business, socializing with the ladies, obviously, with the sisters, and most importantly, just between each other, right? We don't really have we don't have any women at all in the community, obviously. It's just men, a brotherhood, all trying to push each other towards success, either in this life and also in the next one. Now, tell us a little bit about the experiences you had in London with meeting the big man Mahdi himself, right? This is quite a tall guy.
Yeah, yeah. To be honest, if we were standing next to each other, I'd have looked like his kid or something, because there's a height difference. It's crazy.
MashaAllah, mashallah. How was it meeting the brothers and having a good chat with them?
Yeah, it was amazing. I feel like after I met everyone, it was kind of like the mental barrier was broken. So, for example, like on my first call, I was very nervous. It was new.
Of course.
I've been watching Mahdi for like 3, 4 years. And I'm like, damn, I'm on a call with Mahdi. But then, like, when you meet someone in person, that kind of feeling goes away very quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, subhanallah. Online is beautiful. You can do a lot. You can share value. You can change one's lives. But the in-life meetings just hit different, right? You can,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. And there's going to be a lot more events coming like that in the future, inshallah. So, what would you say has been one of the most interesting topics you've seen in the Mahdi method? Because obviously we have many different topics which are quite hard to find really on the internet, just because they are not really, how do you say, matrix friendly. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say here, but the last week it was very interesting.
Yeah. Well,
let's just say
let's keep it between
it's
us.
not made. It's not made for the weak-hearted.
MashaAllah. Yeah, that's definitely a fact, brother. But yeah, these are definitely the things that will change not only your marriage, but also your own life and how you feel and how you drag yourself through life. Because we all know that there's a huge force trying to keep us weak and poor, right? But getting these advices that you won't get anywhere is gonna change your life, man. Awesome, brother Abdurahman. Do you have anything to add for anybody watching, joining the program, or maybe even wanting to join the program?
Yeah, I would say I don't think you'll regret it if you take action. That's the first thing. I think the course encompasses, I wouldn't even call it a course. It's not really a course, it's more of a community, but it kind of encompasses a lot of aspects in your life. So don't think of it as like a marriage thing or something like that. And I feel like the value you get out of it is purely dependent on how much action you take. Because I'm going to be honest, there's some few people here, and God knows, I don't know, they could be taking action, but I've seen some people that joined with me, and I probably haven't seen in a while. And I don't know if they're taking action or not. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But if you don't take action, you're gonna see it as pointless and useless, and you're not gonna get any value out of it.
Absolutely, brother. And this is why I love your personality, because you show up, you're at the forefront, you're asking questions, this is exactly how you should show up, right? You should be the kid in the class sitting in the forefront asking your questions, because this is how you get most value out of it. So Abdurrahman, if people want to work with you and are interested in what you do, like where can they find you, man?
Yeah, so I have an Instagram page that I post a lot of fitness content on, motivational content on.
That's good stuff.
It's at, at Abudihij.
All righty. All righty. Awesome, brother. Thank you so much for this interview. Let's keep crushing. Assalamu alaikum.
Alaikum salam.